Sarah had always been a perfectionist. Ever since she was a little girl, she had been told that she was special and that she could achieve anything she set her mind to. So, she worked hard, excelled in school, and went on to a prestigious university. After graduation, Sarah landed a high-paying job at a top firm. She was on track for a successful career, and everyone around her was impressed with her accomplishments. She had a loving husband and a beautiful home, and from the outside looking in, it seemed like she had everything she could ever want. But Sarah felt like something was missing. Despite her success, she couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't living up to her true potential. She found herself staring out the window at work, lost in thought. She would go through the motions of her daily routine, but it felt empty. One day, Sarah's therapist introduced her to the concept of the shadow self. The shadow self is the part of ourselves that we reject or ignore because it doesn't fit with our desired self-image. It's the part of ourselves that we keep hidden from others because we fear that it will be rejected or judged. Sarah was skeptical at first. She had always prided herself on being confident and self-assured. But as she began to explore the idea of the shadow self, she realized that she had been ignoring her true passions and desires in order to maintain her perfect persona. Sarah had always loved to paint, but she had stopped when she entered the workforce because she didn't think it was a valuable use of her time. She had always wanted to travel and see the world, but she had put that dream on hold because she didn't want to take time away from her career. As Sarah delved deeper into the concept of the shadow self, she began to see that her public persona was just a mask that she wore to hide her true self. She had been so focused on achieving external success that she had lost sight of who she was as a person. Over the next few months, Sarah began to embrace her shadow self. She started painting again, something she had given up on years ago, and discovered a newfound love for yoga. She started traveling more, and she took up new hobbies like rock climbing and surfing. At first, Sarah felt guilty for taking time away from her career. She worried that she was neglecting her responsibilities and that she would fall behind. But as she continued to explore her shadow self, she realized that her true passions were what made her feel alive. As Sarah began to embrace her true self, she found that she was no longer plagued by a sense of emptiness. She was finally able to find the happiness and fulfillment that had eluded her for so long. However, embracing her shadow self wasn't easy. It required Sarah to confront some uncomfortable truths about herself. She realized that she had been holding on to grudges from the past, and that she had been projecting her own insecurities onto others. She had to learn to accept herself, flaws and all, and to stop comparing herself to others. But the more Sarah embraced her shadow self, the more she realized that she wasn't alone. She began to see that everyone has a shadow self, and that it's okay to embrace it. She found that her friends and family were supportive of her new hobbies and interests, and that she was inspiring others to embrace their true selves as well. In the end, Sarah learned that embracing her shadow self was the key to finding true happiness and fulfillment. It wasn't about achieving external success or living up to the expectations of others. It was about accepting herself, flaws and all, and embracing the things that truly made her feel alive.